Hey guys, we've got a quick little episode here today checking out the new interface system. This is the alpha version, it's brand new, and I would say that so far it works pretty well, all things considered. There's some weird stuff, like when you turn on Insight, it hovers in a weird place, and other things like that happen if you access your ports and then change the size of your window, then that messes things up, and um, things like your player port minigame tab. When you stretch it out, it shows weird space between the ships, like there could be another tab there. The global chat messages kind of alert in weird spots too. And overall, the chat seems to take up a lot of space. Um, that seems to be a reoccurring problem so far, is that a lot of the tabs are not very space efficient. For instance, here we've got our backpack tab, and there's all this extra space required to just say that it's a backpack tab. They could probably do away with a lot of that. Also, when you look at other tabs, like let's say we've got um, something like the attack tab. Well, it looks like there's a lot of space that's extra, and I should just be able to resize this if I can get to it. There it is. But you can't. The moment I start to move it down, it says, nope, that's not going to work. We need more space than that, so it's very greedy. And then other tabs, because of that, have way more space than they actually need. Like this one I could make smaller, but not as small as you would think. There's all of this extra space in there. Now, in the future, they're probably going to make it so there are other things that go in that space, but for now it looks a little bit strange. And the best set up tabs so far are your ability bar. This looks great. There's not a lot of wasted space. Maybe a little in here, but I actually think they're going to add two more presets that you can keybind for these two slots. And then your settings, I guess you could call it, settings bar. This one's pretty good. You can just kind of use this and resize it, and it flattens it out. It doesn't take up much space at all, and I think those two are the best designed tabs so far. You can drop these out, which is pretty convenient, right? And then if you bring them back, they just resize. So what I've done here, I've got my backpack, which I use a lot, and then when I am doing combat, I use my ability bar and then another tab where I can access other things that are not fitting in my ability bar. So if I decided I wanted to do mage, I could literally just drop it over here, or ranged, the same thing, and then I could change this to whichever abilities I happen to be using for that combat. Um, so far, so good. Like I said, there's a bit of wasted space. You also can't zoom your camera right now, and hopefully that'll be something they change really soon. But on the whole, I think they've done a brilliant job, and I think that it's just going to improve with time. I'm sure a lot of people are dissatisfied with different things, as people do, but whatever, this is great. I think it's a good first step, and I can't wait to see what happens next.